Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today we have updated Commando build for humans, so mostly Bloodied because that's where power comes from. Unyielding armor, that's the real power of Commando, we all know that, and only possible if you are a human, so here we go. First, our special, before application of legendary perks, is as follows. And now, legendary perks. So I decided to go with both, taking one for the team and follow through. They're quite beneficent. Follow through activates when you attack from stealth, but if you get hit by enemies even blindly firing in your direction, taking one for the team will activate as well, increasing your damage greatly. The Commando is currently not number one build from all of them, like Heavy Gunner dominates still with Gatling Plasma, but from the next patch, Commando indeed will be number one in regards of DPS. And there is plus 20 to all the special. Luck, agility, intelligence, endurance. So 20 total. Now the perks. What and why. And I do a little tweak to those perks when I go into the raid. So a little bit different setup I would use in the raid. But here what we have. It's quite tanky Commando build, so accidentally getting hit a little bit shouldn't really bother you. So there is Barbarian and the Blocker under Strength, only those two cards. No Trawling Pharmacy, as I do have this effect through Hikers on my armor. Under Perception, as you may notice, Commando perks are very low level, but that's because there are better perks that are very beneficent. So Tank Killer max out, Ground Pounder max out, Concentrated Fire max out, and Awareness. So very good VATS accuracy, a lot of damage from Concentrated Fire. No room to max out Commando, but this is okay. We have more ways to boost the damage. Under Endurance, we have Life Giver, Ironclad, Iron Stomach, Natural Resistance, Thirst Quencher, Adamantium Skeleton, Fireproof, and Radical, and Star Genes. That's a human, so Star Genes are required. Without it, you will be messing up your mutations constantly. So we need that on human. Ghouls, as you noticed, did not need it. Humans do need it, so it's back. Endurance is, of course, mostly just tankiness with one per card increasing action points. Amount of action points we do have here is huge. Charisma, just essential strength numbers and tenderizer to do our full potential of the damage. Intelligence, I do have 12, although you may consider lower. So what do I have is First Aid, Nerd Rage, all science perks, all three of them to increase energy damage, and batches included for energy ammo. I said you can drop a lot of that, like you could drop batches included and all the science perks if you don't plan to use energy weapons with your build. They're cool, but not essential. You can run without energy weapons and then those perks are free. Under agility, that's the toughest category to squeeze in everything that is really required. So we do have Gunslinger for weak spot damage, or Onslaught perks, all three Onslaught perks in here. Then Master Sandman, that's the best value for our sneaking. So when sneaking is available, Mr. Sandman is offering 100% damage bonus, which is great. Born Survival, if we drop down Escape Artist, so we can use stealth at all. There's no other stealth perks, as you notice, there's no room. And lastly, Gunfu, because that's a lot of comfort when switching from the target to the target on daily basis. Under Luck, we do have Bloody Mess for more damage, Better Criticals for more damage, Ricochet for some tankiness, 4-Leaf Clover to get those critical recharge from wherever we miss, Class Freak to negate negative effects of mutations, Crit Savvy to crit every other shot, and Junk Shield to increase our tankiness even a little bit more. So now very quickly what I would switch if I'm inside the raid. I would kick out Mr. Sandman, upgrade Born Survival to rank 2, kick out Escape Artist and Gunfu as those do not do anything. I would add Modern Renegade to the loadout so I can cripple the shield of the Guardian relatively easily with rifles, so that one is required. And secondary swap, I would get rid of Bloody Mess and include instead Tormentor to cripple the Guardian even faster. But that's only for the Guardian purposes. If you don't need to help with taking down the shield, then you don't need to bother with even switching the build, just enter the power armor. Now mutations and the gear. So of course Bloodied, Adrenal Reaction, more damage with everything when our health is low, Bird Bones for better sneaking, Carnivore, as those are very convenient food buffs that my camp generates. Herbivore would be slightly better as you could apply a food buff for crit damage that Carnivore does not have a great crit damage boost. Eagle Eyes for our crit damage and accuracy thanks to perception. Egghead for extra intelligence. If you need more experience, intelligence is helpful, and penalties not very bad when we do have class freak. Herd Mentality for free special, Marsupial for jumping, Speed Demon for movement, speed and reload. And I do have Twisted Muscles because I don't like swapping mutations, but this is not needed, that's only for melee when you grab your auto axe. The most important gear, Elder's Mark for me for stealth, the powerhouse, amazing weapon, silent, fast, huge DPS, and receiving a huge buff with the next update. So all the good things about Elder's Mark. This does drop from the event called Beast of Burden if you don't have one. As well, perfect legendary mods, Furious, Rapid, so weapon speed, VATS optimized, less AP cost, and I do have bullies, although pinpointers would be better. I do have bullies as I don't have pinpointers enough, like I ran out of pinpointers. But pinpointers would be better than bullies. So if you have pinpointers, you can use it, use it. My mini Gatling Plasma for fun, so you probably know that weapon from my other videos. It is cool. The 4-star is really bad on it, as I can only use it effectively if I run the power armor with poison damage. So not perfect weapon, but fun to use sometimes. The powerhouse of close range for Enclave Plasma, very hard to get, and with the next update will be even more powerful, so incredible powerhouse from the next update, so it's worth it if you can look around for Enclave Plasma for yourself. I do have this one, equipped with Furious, Vital, VATS Optimized, and Conductors, so it's a little bit easier if I want to use it in VATS. It's perfect without VATS too. The modifications on it, not easy to get. It's available only in mod boxes, not really something you can learn. So very hard to optimize with this weapon. It's a challenge to get everything. For some extra fun, I carry around this laser rifle, which is super cool. It's handy in the raid, and it does a lot of damage by itself. I will show you. The weapon is quite powerful, even though it's off-meta weapon. It's definitely off-meta. If you want, you can use Railway Rifle. It's still very powerful. I'm slowly putting it aside, as from the next patch, Railway Rifle will be slightly weaker and not a competition from all the best weapons. If you are looking for best weapons for the next patch, Enclave, Plasma for sure. Assault Rifle surprisingly will join. Elder's Mark will be a powerhouse as well, so you will be set. Now about armor, the most important is Unyielding. I'm running this one that has additional luck on 2nd star. It's not as essential as you do have a lot of luck from being on with Unyielding, but it does help with Ricochet triggering a little bit more often, so I'm using that with other builds as well. I'm not changing it, so I'm keeping. That's not a perfect armor for stealth, but it's good. And you don't need a perfect armor for stealth. All other pieces are basically the same. So you can see all those pieces are the same. Currently I put Dance as I was playing with the Guardian a little bit, so Dance was required, but normally I would use a jetpack on the chest piece. For the last star, you probably noticed I have Battle Loaders. It was nerfed, so it's no longer good. Therefore, you can consider this set being a 3-star, as well as most of my weapons for Commando. It's like I ran out of pinpointers to equip it on quickly changing meta of weapons. So most of the gear can be considered 3-star. My under armor is Secret Service. I like it the most because of endurance and strength bonus, so carry weight and tankiness in it. High capacity backpack, I always need to carry a lot. So now some combat. Let's do on the hard targets Scourge Beast instead of regular super mutants. So let's see what we can do with Elder's Mark. As expected, regular Scourge are dying super fast, even when they are very far. So it doesn't really matter. As long as I can sneak, as long as I can get into position when I'm hidden, Elder's Mark is my powerhouse. This Scourge Beast is like stuck underground. I don't know what happened. If I shoot her a little with that... Yeah, that caused her to fly. So now that's a damage I have with this Elder's Mark on Scourge Beast. As you may tell, the damage is great. Elder's Mark is my favorite, even outside of the range. Like you can see, I'm firing way outside of the maximum normal range of the Elder's Mark, and everything just dies. Very quickly, as Elder's Mark can pump out those bullets. If they closer, so in normal range, they die faster and even more damage. If they farther away, they die slightly slower. But Elder's Mark, absolute powerhouse. I love it for it. Now, off-meta weapon, laser rifle. Let's find another target. Unfortunately, laser rifle, as all the energy weapons, those are allowed. And Scourge Beast is fighting someone over there. Or something. What is this Scourge Beast fighting? I don't even know. Some Scourge. Scourge die very fast. Okay, and she's too far. She's too far for the server to register my damage. Don't know what they are fighting there. Oh, there is a player inside. Okay, I will save the player then. Oh, finally some damage. So you can see amount of damage that laser rifle can do. I think it's quite decent. As for 3-star laser rifle that cannot be silent, that's doing quite a decent amount of damage when you cannot sneak. Like, that's a good damage. Of course, this weapon is not doing so much damage by itself. It's mostly thanks to this build. This build is quite powerful. Now let's take a look on the powerhouse that Enclave Plasma is. But again, another loud weapon, so no real sneaking and very short range. So that's a downside. Now, if I want to attack a Scourge Beast, she would need to land. Like, this weapon cannot do distance, but you can see damage, VATS or no VATS, is crazy high. So I don't need VATS for regular enemies at all. Just spray them with this plasma. No problem. That's already out of range. Oh, and then, so that's basically maximum range. What to do to get this Scourge Beast? I think I will need to cripple the wing. So I use Elder's Mark. Okay, without a perk, it's not doing good enough, but yeah, she's landing nevertheless, so that's good. Thank you very much, Scourge Beast. So now we can demonstrate the damage of this weapon. If I can get the head. There is the head, and that's the damage. So damage is there. Damage is there, and even more damage for Commando is coming with the next patch, but we'll need to wait a little bit for that. Therefore, this is the damage for now. So that's how this build performs already. It will perform even better. There is so much more, like so many more, I mean, Commando weapons you could use that I don't even have on me, they're in my stash box. I would use Railway Rifle if not the fact that spikes are super heavy. And other weapons do about the same, about as good as the Railway Rifle. So I'm not really using them. I am using this Enclave Plasma when I'm close to the bosses and I need to do my best possible damage. If I can sneak, I am running Elder's Mark, which is great. If enemies like bosses are further away, I can play a little bit with my mini Gatling Plasma, but it's not the greatest for the damage. I could occasionally pull out, even though I'm the Commando, I could occasionally pull out my Gatling Plasma. 'Cause that will still do great damage on distance. So I'm sorry to say that, but at this moment, at high distance, even if you are Commando, Gatling Plasma will do better than Commando weapons will. Like, this Gatling Plasma will do better than my railway rifle. So if enemy is far away and I need to do high damage, even though I'm Commando, I will pull out Gatling Plasma. I know it's sad reality, but it's gonna change. It's gonna change with the next patch. So it will be no more Gatling Plasma as a Commando build, as you will get a better Commando options with all the incoming buffs. So that's only for now like this. So it's getting better. So stay patient. The Commando build will get even better with the next patch. It's very good already, but it will get better. And that being said, thank you all for watching, and see you all in the next one.